Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Renee Manfred. This is actually one of my first lives, so give me a little bit, and I'm going to start sharing my screen in 1 minute. So this presentation that I'm doing live right now is basically just introducing the individuals into our platform. So I started What's Your Passion was started about approximately about 3 years ago. And it's basically going over all different aspects of helping individuals with their learning different skills or different platforms, different ways of how to really excel themselves in going into the next 2025 and where we are now with AI is really how you can use these different platforms and skills to create for your own current business if you already have a business, at the same time giving you an opportunity where you can learn some other avenues of how to create an online business. So if you don't have a business, we teach you the different parts of the skills of how to set up landing pages, websites, things of that nature very easily. Now, to do that, I have to start off with really what I feel is, defining your goals, what you're trying to accomplish. And when you're trying to really start an online business or any type of business, you kind of have to start off with really what is it that you're trying to accomplish, your big why. Nothing's easy. I tell everyone I've been in several businesses through my years, in a health club business through my younger years, teaching, coaching, training individuals on how to either lose weight, gain weight, build muscle, lose muscle, things of that nature. Then I fell into different aspects, and I kind of just looked at my life over the last few months and how I can help other people understand that nothing is really everything is somewhat easy, but you have to put the time and energy and effort into learning the basic skills, right? When you look at online marketing right now, you have to start looking at, if you're not getting comfortable on doing video or having video on your platforms, doing podcasts, things of that nature, it's going to be a little bit difficult in the marketing that we're going into. So you're seeing more and more of video on different platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, those two obviously, and now you're also seeing it on LinkedIn and Twitter. So this basically is giving you an opportunity by becoming part of our community, What's Your Passion community. The goal is to give you an opportunity where you can start learning from others in our mastermind groups. We have one group that has 45,000 members, and we have another group that I just started, which is basically just starting to grow. I'm going to add on more information into that platform. So that is our online communities that we bring people into that want to learn these skills, that want to get better on their sales, want to get better on marketing, want to get better on really understanding that, you have these ads that you see on social media. How does it work? How does it all work? And that's sometimes the biggest hurdle is, how does it work? How do you create a funnel? And one of our programs that we offer is a program that basically you walk through, and we put you through the process to where you actually go step by step by step. We have hundreds of videos that go step by step as long as you follow the steps, and you can set up your landing page, set up your email flow campaign. These are all things that it takes time to learn. And for those individuals who are wanting to learn, then this might be for you. If this is something that you're looking at, get rich quick or make money quick, or if you're looking at anything of that nature, it's going to be very difficult. So my name is Renee Manfred. And the reason I'm on here now, I'm doing these programs a little bit live now. I'm starting to kind of get to the point to where it's like, I've got different channels that I've chosen to start educating on, is to give you an opportunity to where my background has been really building six-figure businesses in the traditional world. Real estate, insurance was my first two that I really hit that six-figure income. And I learned basically from those that how to really start up a lawn care company, I do online marketing. So it's kind of like these skills that I had to build up to really be able to say, okay, if I get dropped anywhere in any city, any state, I can pretty much learn how to get myself back up. And when you can get to that point to where you can learn how to recreate your life within a matter of a short period of time, that's when you have the skills. And the skills come with communication. It comes with sales. It comes with persuasion. It comes with a lot of different aspects. But at the same time, when you're looking at right now in this world, if you have a business, what you're needing to get good at is not so much the old stuff, but it's also learning the new stuff with the old. So I hope that this kind of gives you. So I'm going to just start off with my website. What's Your Passion is WYPUSA. You can go to it. When I started this mainly started out as a coaching platform. And the coaching platform was basically designed to help individuals who are at different stages of their lives, that they can come in, get started, define their goals, get a plan, because that's really the start. You got to really kind of know where you are and what you're trying to accomplish. And having a mentor or a coach, it's really helped me out through my whole life, that you can have someone to bounce ideas on. And that's why we started our communities. So it's not just one person. You get access to all of our communities. Again, we have one community that has 45,000 members, and we have another community that has approximately 30, because we just now started it. But it gives you additional information to where you can learn from. So this site here gives you a little bit of information about who we are, what we do. How can I help you? I can help you basically with some different coaching and consulting, where because of my background and being in different businesses, I pretty much help individuals, whether it's sales, if they have a small business, how to start really getting themselves out there and market themselves, how to start really looking at different avenues and channels to joint venture with other people to grow your business. At the same time, self-development, you have to put the time into self-development. I speak with a lot of individuals who are just average, ordinary workers these days. And I explain to them that if you're working a job, which is fantastic, stay with that job as long as possible, show up, have a good attitude, you get paid. Just a lot of people want to go into self-employment or being a business owner, but sometimes they go into it too quick before they really understand all of the daily things that they need to do, to where you're in charge of creating your own income. So you have to have the habit of getting yourself up and doing the activities on a daily basis, not just showing up. So when you have a job, you just have to pretty much just show up, because the business is already there. You just have to show up and do your part. When you're a self-employed and you're your own business owner, you create the mentality that you have to create the activity. You got to create the energy. You got to create the marketing. You got to pay attention to your bills, things of that nature. And it's hard. So self-development comes in key with everything that I do, and all the programs I have access for you to where you can get access to have other additional individuals and programs where you can walk through and learn these different things. When it comes into life programs, we have different courses that are free, that are basically in our platform, hundreds and hundreds of different, it's crazy. So hundreds of different programs. And I partner with Michelle O'Neill, which is a program that we have, Digital Growth Community, mainly because she has a great community. She's done really great. She does weekly and daily phone calls and webinars. And I plug into that to access my individuals into her platform as one of our platforms. So to kind of go into a little bit in addition to what you're going to get from us, I guess, you learn about what your passion is all about. What Your Passion community was basically developed to help facilitate people through the process of connecting their passions with the ability to grow and prosper. We're all in search of happiness, which is often tied to life passion and doing what we want to do and what we're meant to do, right? And so basically, I designed this program and this company to help individuals that they have a passion, but they don't know the steps on what to do next. So setting up an LLC is the first thing. I tell everyone, just set up an LLC. You're in business. If you're working your job, I've just now made you a couple of $1,000, because at the end of the year, your business, when you have an LLC, you're able to show your income to your tax planner and also your expenses. Now, expenses comes out of pretty much everything that you spend money on, whether it's cell phones, office, paperwork, paper, printers, things of that nature. So I tell everyone to start off first with the mindset. So if you're on here and you don't have a business yet, that's the first thing I help you with. If you're on here and you already have a business and you're already doing well, maybe you're making six figures, whatever, then this will also help you with just some marketing concepts and ideas. So I work with different individuals at different levels. Some individuals are just trying to figure out how to just get from their job to starting a business. Some individuals already have a business, but they're trying to grow the business and they don't know marketing ideas or different things of that nature. Then you have individuals who are at a different level of making already six figures, but they're trying to scale. And what are some of the things that you do to scale to the next level? That's some of the different, I guess, the aspects that we go over. So I'm going to switch over to another one of my sites to where it is, let me give you, it is Digital growth community. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through our digital growth community platform. This platform gives you access to a tremendous amount of education and information. In the platform, you can learn pretty much everything you need about understanding how to get free traffic on free traffic websites, classified ads, things of that nature. We have different programs in here to show you how to set up an email marketing campaign program. We have System.io, Kajabi. I have additional programs that I use. So we're going to show you everything in here. So giving you an example that when you become part of our community, what you're going to get is all of these different programs. And you have an option to where you go through all of the different parts, where how to find products, how to troubleshoot Kajabi, how to navigate lessons and modules. When you go down further, we have different areas of how to set up email automation campaigns, how to import, export, and personalize your emails, how to start creating your empire. These are different avenues of really just lessons on how to utilize TikTok, set up Instagram, setting up your YouTube channel, setting up your Facebook, setting up your LinkedIn. These are all different things that you will learn with our program, because you have to kind of start looking at how you can become your own brand. And my goal is to help individuals become their own brand from the perspective of you have to look at channels just like we look at movie stars or anyone else. We know Donald Trump. So who is Donald Trump? We know Donald Trump has real estate. We know he's had his apprentice. We know he's president of the United States now. So we look at different people, whether it's Warren Buffett, when you look at Brad Pitt, when you look at Joe, all of these in different individuals. Well, we have to start looking at our name is our brand. And at the same time, when you look at social media right now, that's really where you start seeing over the course of the last few years where individuals are starting to excel, because they put themselves on video. Just like I'm putting myself on video. I've been doing this a little bit over the last few years, but not really consistent with a program that I can feel like, hey, this is really what I can teach. Some people I can't teach insurance. So if you want to get into the insurance business, I basically show them how to go get a course, go to the course, take the license test. You have to pass the test. Then you got to find a company to get you appointed with. And once you find a company to get appointed with, then you go through the strategies of, how to learn sales, how to present the products and things of that nature, whether it's health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, whatever it may be. I started my insurance career back in 1997 when I was 27 years old. Didn't know anything about insurance, but I was good at sales. I was good at management. I already made a good $60,000, $80,000 income doing some other past things, but I could never get over that six-figure income. And that's where a gentleman sat down with me one night and we started talking about insurance. I had to switch over my insurance from Arkansas to Louisiana. And I just really said, okay, this is something I want to stick my teeth in. So I did very well in that industry. I got the license. I started working, a lot of phone calls, a lot of appointments. Bam, it's all of a sudden happened. A few years later, I wanted to learn real estate. Then really understand the real estate market, then understand how can I buy a house, flip it, things of that nature. A good friend of mine was already doing real estate. Asked him, hey, can we do a deal together? We did it, and that taught me the real estate game, right? So I started buying and selling properties, buying ugly houses, fixing them up, making money. Made negotiations with banks, started learning the negotiation process. If I find this property, who's going to give me the money to buy the property and do the renovations? The same thing with pretty much any business. You got to kind of sometimes be multi-tasked, faceted. I started actually after that, a Keller Williams office, became the team leader with my good friend. And as I was teaching real estate agents this concept, I found that most agents didn't realize it, didn't have their own properties. And plus they didn't really understand how to buy properties or flip them. And even though they were realtors, they were good at the skill of dealing with buyers and sellers, but they weren't really didn't understand the other parts of the mechanics. So I have a question here from Alexis. I like the passion wording. Do you love and do what you love? And yeah, yes, definitely, Alexis. Thank you for asking that. So if you are on here and you're basically, I would like to go through because that's new. The live process is new, so I do appreciate you listening. So in this part, if you do have any questions, you can go in the comments and you can ask anything you want where we can go on to something that's going to help you. But so with this program here, Digital Growth Community, my goal is to teach people how, with the strategies that I've taken through my course of the years building online six-figure businesses, offline six-figure businesses. Now I'm teaching people online how to really take that skill and start an online platform. So when you start an online platform, you're going to have to learn some different skills. You're going to have some different programs. And that's where people get caught, because you can watch these YouTube channels all day long. And people get caught on, wow, I can't fathom I can make $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. You can, and it's possible, but you do have to learn some skills. And that's where we plug you into our community. We are one community that has 45,000 members, and we have one community I've just now started separate that's going to be entwined into the platform. So when a person comes into my community with Digital Growth Community, they're going to have access to all of this that I'm sharing with you, the back office, to where they're getting access to all of the different lessons. You can kind of give me an idea. Let me show you. This is Michelle, and Michelle goes through a very detailed process. So each module you're going to get access to, it goes through different parts of how to set up. So give me an example with this.
Okay, so now that we've set up your funnel and your domain, it's time to start marketing. So as part of this community, our most popular marketing tool is TikTok because of the algorithms and many reasons you will learn throughout your training. So we're going to start setting up your TikTok account first. Since TikTok is primarily used on a mobile device, I'm going to show you the setup through.
So that kind of gives you an example. Okay, so we have how to set up your Instagram, YouTube channels, Facebook, things of that nature. So with the modules you have access to, it goes through everything to help you understand different things that you may need. Now, let's say basically growing your following on social media is how to grow a following. So we're going to kind of click here. So when you click here, you have two modules, how to turn followers into customers. So can I give you an example?
How to grow a following on social media. Well, the first thing you need to do is decide which social media platform you want to use. Yes, every single one of them work, but when you are brand new and you're starting to build a following, just focus on one so you can get really, really, really good at understanding the audience on that platform. Because trust me, every single audience is a little bit different. Facebook is completely different than TikTok. Instagram is different than TikTok, and it's a little bit different than Facebook as well. And YouTube is more of a how-to, like that's more of a search engine. So decide what platform you want to use. I recommend going all in with one platform, maybe for 30 days, maybe 90 days. And after that, you can add other platforms. Now, if you're wanting to build more of an invisible brand and, more of the faceless marketing, you probably want to start with either TikTok or Instagram. Okay. So decide on that. But now if you're going to talk on video and do a little bit of both, all the platforms work. So you get to decide on that. Okay. So decide on the platform that you want to use. Now, one of the most important things, if you decide to use like TikTok or even Instagram, what I would do is I would not connect your contacts when you create that new platform, because they are so based on the algorithms. And so let me just give you an example with TikTok, right? So I was new to TikTok in September of 2022. Prior to that, you guys, in August of 2022, I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? I didn't understand the power of the algorithms in the social media platforms today. And so when I connected TikTok, I did not connect my friends or my families because I knew that they would probably support me, but I knew they weren't going to buy from me. Most of them wouldn't. But if the algorithm's only seen them commenting on my posts and liking my posts, the algorithms are going to push my information out to more people like them. And then I'm going to get discouraged because I'm getting followers, but I'm not getting buyers. The goal is to get customers, right? It's not about the amount of followers you have. It's the amount of how many quality followers that you have. And so to build your following, one of the most important things you can do is just create a social media platform, right? Decide which platform you want to go on. And then I want you to treat it like it's your storefront. Okay. Imagine like you go out to town, right? And you can go down to your main town and you can look in somebody's window in that store and know what they sell. You want somebody to be able to go to your social media channel and know within a few minutes exactly what your intentions are and exactly what you sell. It's so important because it's going to help build your following. If the message is mixed, you're not going to build a following. Okay, so that's the first thing to do is make sure that when they go there, you have your profile connected so they know exactly who you are and what you stand for. And so, example, this page that you're seeing on the screen right now, that is my capture page. That's how I capture leads. So that email, that domain name is what I'm going to have on my profile, okay? That is going to help me build the following because people are going to see that and be like, oh, that's what she stands for. She shows people a proven blueprint of how they can make money from home, right? So think about that with whatever you are promoting. Now, the next thing to build your following is when you go to create content, you need to be consistent. 3 a day. Okay, 3 a day can turn into daily pay. 3 a day can build you a following of your favorite ideal customers that are going to buy from you. Now, one of the most important thing is when you are creating content on social media, you can create all of it at once, but just don't post all of it at once. Give some breathing room between the algorithms of pushing that content out because you are competing when your video is pushed out. So you don't want to have your two videos competing with each other. So give it some breathing room. And so the goal is 3 pieces of content today. That's the most important thing that you can be consistent of. Now, here's the secret sauce. When you're creating a piece of content, you need to do what's called a CTA at the end of your content. A CTA is a call to action. You give them an action step. So what I will do is I will create a video and at the very end, I'll be like, if you want to learn more, but yes, in the comments, I would absolutely love to share it with you. Or if you want to learn more about the blueprint that I follow, put ready in the comments. I would absolutely love to share it with you. So that is a CTA. You're always wanting to drive traffic back to your automated system. Okay, because here's what happens, okay? This is the secret sauce here. This is the power of social media. This right here, what I'm sharing with you is how you can find your perfect customers without you having to spend money on marketing. Because you go post a piece of content, okay? And when it gets pushed out in the algorithms, let's say one of your perfect customers sees it, watches your entire video, and they hear the CTA at the end, and it's ready, and they type ready in the comments. Well, guess what happens? You're going to go back and you're going to put visit yourdomain.com for info. It's going to alert the algorithms that people are interested in this piece of content. So it's going to push them out to more people like them. It builds your following on social media and it builds your email list. This process that I'm sharing with you, a CTA, it took me from 7,000 my first month, 14,000 my second month, 22,000 my third month, and 31,000 my fourth. And it's not gone down since then. It just continues to get bigger and bigger because I have more content out there building my following and building my email list. You guys, that was a breath of fresh air for me because I'm like, I don't gotta friend request people. I don't have to DM people. I don't get to slide into people's comments. I literally can allow the algorithms to help me discover my perfect customer. Now, here's the other part that's really important. Mostly, it's more sensitive with TikTok. And again, TikTok is your storefront. So don't go on the For You page or go searching things that would cause the algorithms to not understand who your perfect customer is. Let me explain. The algorithms in TikTok, they literally, it's based on what you're engaging in and what your customers or your potential followers are engaging in that can be your potential customers. So if all of a sudden you're hanging out with red tractors, but your perfect customer is all about, I want more time with my family. I want to get out of debt. I want to figure out how I can fire my boss. I want to figure out how I can make money from home, but you're searching red tractors. You've got the algorithms all messed up. So they're like lost. They don't know where to go. So one of the important things that you can do when you create your business account, right, and build your social media platform as a business, just hang out just on social media. So treat it like a business. and it's going to pay you like a business. I can promise you that. That's one of the most important things. It's not about how many followers you get. It is literally about how consistent you are at training those algorithms. So one of the other important things with building your following of your perfect customer is block fast. If you build a TikTok, block fast. If you're using TikTok, if you get comments that you know is something your perfect customer wouldn't be thinking, somebody that would buy from you, just block them. I know that sounds really weird because we think that's a mean thing. No, it's not. This is your business. You have the right to refuse service to anyone. Because if you got people that you know would never buy from you, but they're the only ones commenting on your stuff, the algorithms don't know that, and they're going to push it out to more of them. So just block fast. And it doesn't take you long to train your algorithms of exactly who your perfect customer is. But doing a CTA in your content is what is going to build that following and build your email list and get you customers. It's the perfect storm. You literally can get 3 things done with just creating content. Doing a CTA in your content is what is going to build that following and build your email list and get you customers. It's the perfect storm. Just creating content.
All right. So that is a taste of what you're going to get inside the community. So we have, again, modules that are a tremendous amount. So when you look at all the products that are inside of our program, we have different programs that we have that goes over everything from understanding how to use social media, how to get better on your social media. We have a school, which is in the school part of this, which I'm going to switch over to our school community, and you will see. Let me add my present. So in our school community, what you're going to have access to is, again, over 45,000 members currently. So each day we do different challenges, and each day we do different information. So we have a 90-day challenge going on right now, basically going through the process and teaching individuals on every different aspect of understanding how to really get better at your messaging, whether it's TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whichever it is, how to start doing lives, how to start really getting your messaging out there with whatever program that you have currently, or you can use our program as another moneymaker, as another passive income. Again, my business, I have a lawn care business that pretty much does good 6 figures. Like anything that is my main business. I have a transportation business we've been doing for 14 years. We do with tugboat companies. And I started this online business over the last few years because I see what's happening in the future. And what's happening right now is you're going to start seeing more and more things going online. And when I used to do a lot of networking, I'll give you an example. And so we have networking events. Challenges, sometimes you can't get to these networking events because you're busy doing other things. And sometimes I'm out of town or whatever. So I learned using social media, using webinars, and using my online presence. Now I've got relationships with people across the country. My podcast is growing mainly because of other people, not so much people here in Louisiana where I live. I'm building relationships with individuals in Europe and Spain, and it's crazy. So when you look at this online world, it's just like networking, but in a different way, to where you're really building relationships with people who are like-minded, who are on the same path. Some people are becoming part of our communities, and in this community here, we're just learning from each other on different things that everybody's at, because we're helping. Everybody wants to help individuals learn so we can all grow together versus just our own. So you'd be surprised on when you start really getting part of different programs like this. The goal is to really help individuals learn different skills. You have different parts in here to where we have a classroom. And when you get into the classroom, we have additional training. So I can't put a number on this. I guess it's gotten to the point to where after the course over the years, I've paid for programs, I've paid for individuals, and just to learn different things, and especially when it comes down to really understanding marketing. You know, your traditional marketing companies want to push you on, hey, you need a beautiful website and SEO. Again, when you start really paying attention to what's happening with Google and everything else, a lot of things are changing. And if you don't have video, and if you don't have video on your websites, or if you're not doing video, It's really kind of hard to keep up. And we work, and in our podcast, I work with a group, LaDuke Entertainment, and we have our mastermind, and we're dealing with a lot of different companies we'll go in for one day and we'll be able to do enough content and video and things of that nature to where they don't have to do anything. They pay us a fee. We do everything for them. We scale that out over 60, 90 days of content. So that is part of, if you have that company, you have that marketing, then that's where we show you with that part of the business on podcasting. If you're just, again, starting, and if you're just now coming on my channel, my name is Renee Manfrey. My passion is your passion. So I started What's Your Passion community over the course of the last few years, basically just teaching individuals on different aspects of how to learn different skills, either starting a business, scaling a business, or altering and pivoting into other different income streams. So with traditional businesses, my past, again, has been diverse between health club business. I was between 8 years old and almost 24, 25 when I was in that. My older brother, he was a bodybuilder. He had a health club, and I was just teaching people. And I started taking those skills that I learned from those young years on working out, how to do certain things, how to take that into business. And over the course of the last few years, it's really kind of helped me understand from that how to build different alternative streams of income. When it comes down, again, where I'm here at today with this business is strictly a strategy that you have to look at your online marketing every day, and you got to figure out what is it that you're doing and how are you going to scale it? How are you going to get the message out there and get over this noise and this attention that there's so much attention right now. You have to, it's so much noise, I guess you're going to say, that what you have to learn is really just different ways of how to get it out there. I have a program called Blaze.ai that I teach on, and that program right there can get your message out to daily. It basically blasts to all your platforms. So you'll see different messages on my platforms that you're thinking that I'm doing that. The system is automated. So automation is the number one part that I'm trying to teach everyone, is that you have to get your life on automated, whether it's email marketing, whether it's your social media marketing. You have to do certain things of this nature. If you're wanting to, you don't have to. There are other alternatives. If you're not comfortable with doing video, you have alternatives of building a faceless videos. You have that in all different, not just YouTube. You have that also on Facebook and different channels also. Now, you still want to put some personal touch in it. Depends on what you're trying to market. So I'm hoping that this helps. This is just, again, the community that we have has over 45,000 plus members. I have another community, which is What's Your Passion, we give you additional teachings and trainings on different things. But just in here, you have a 90-day success sprint program, 90-day legacy program. We have events and meetups. We have 6 figures in 6 months, social media training, content vault, mindset training. It's just endless. And all of this is designed by Michelle O'Neill, who I've partnered with, because as I'm building out my additional platforms to give individuals who become part of this, it gives you an opportunity where you get additional information and coaching from myself, not just only from here. So you have a lot of different coaching platforms and courses and things of that nature out there. Again, I've tried a few of them, and it's just really good. It brings you down a rabbit hole. And again, you have to apply. There's no getting into something and all of a sudden it's a magic pill, you're going to make money. You have to learn the skills. You have to learn how to either straighten up your Facebook and social media first. So if you're wanting people to know who you are and what you do, you got to look at your social media as your store. My daughter came to me and she wanted to build she's kind of mentioned to me that she wants to have a bookstore. And I said, well, you're not going to have a brick and mortar bookstore because it just doesn't make sense. But you can have an online bookstore. So now her and a friend are starting their online bookstore, their community, and it's pretty cool that they were just building this little community online. So you can build a business online, but it just takes some time to learn the basic skills, different programs, and that's really what I am all about. My passion has really been as I've learned different skills through the years, how I started my insurance business, and I had people and friends that wanted to learn how to do it. I've taught, I don't know how many insurance agents, not only how to sell, how to make money, but also some of them went off and started their own insurance agencies. I was an Allstate agent for 12 years. How did I do that? I was pretty much one of the top Allstate agents within 1 to 2 years, only because I did a little bit of a different strategy than most typical Allstate agencies. I didn't open up just a brick and mortar. I partnered with a car dealership that had locations. So we were doing 80 to 100,000 a month premium when most of the typical agencies were doing 20, 30, 40. So that's a huge difference. And it's only because I was tapped into a different way of thinking. The same thing with what we're doing here. We're bringing you into our community so we can help you learn different marketing strategies, different ideas, different ways of how to brand and market whatever you have. If you already have a product, if you don't already have a product, then we help you with our platform to where you have 100% resale rights. So that's master MRR. That's called MRR. It's master resale rights. So we have everything for you. You plug in, and then you can resell the program, and you make 100% profit, right? So you can start in our program $100, $300, $600, or $900. We have different packages for it. You start scaling yourself and you start learning and how to resell higher. So it's all up to you where you want to start, but you got to start. And if we can get you just started into our community and start to understand, help you learn different things, then you can start figuring out how to take this to the next level and building whatever it is that you're trying to build for you and your family. And my goal is, as pretty much anything, is really just, if you can take the time to learn and plug into a community such as ours, I think what you'll see is it can change your life, change your strategy, change your whole viewpoint, I guess, of what's going on in today's world, and understanding that AI is here, AI is happening, and as you're getting let me just switch over here to another platform so I can get you a little bit more details. So again, What Your Passion was created for the main reason to help individuals do what they want and do it now. I do appreciate you coming on with me today. And this gives me an opportunity as I'm doing the live streams. I haven't really scheduled a certain time every week. I can't do it every day because I have different things going on. But my goal is to really just kind of figure out where people are. They can get into our community. Our communities. I would have to. You can go to. Email me or call or one of my social media pages, Renee Manfrey. Just look up either Facebook or LinkedIn, and then from there I can send you a link. So that'll be the first step. So I'll just put into this comment here that you can pretty much go to digitalpronow.com. That'll be one to where when you put your information in there, you'll get a series of emails from me, and that'll give you an opportunity where you can kind of learn a little bit on each one, on really kind of getting plugged in. And then from there, I'll get a notice. If you want to plug into it with me on LinkedIn, if you're watching me from LinkedIn, just DM me on LinkedIn. If you're on YouTube, DM me from YouTube. If you're on my Facebook, DM me from Facebook. This will give us an opportunity where we can start communicating. I can send you a link so you can kind of start figuring out if this is something for you to do, and if we can, if we have a good fit for each other, for one, and we can go from there. So I do appreciate your time today. Thank you very much, Alexis, for your comment. And if you have any questions, my name is Renee Manfrey. Look forward to the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.